Welcome back to Forging Your Empire. I'm Iggy, and today we're talking about the Guild Expedition Volcano and how to attain it. I'm going to show you the tips I discovered on how to do it. So here we are in the Guild Expedition. It's a level 4. When you finish level 4, you get the volcano icon for your profile. I'm going to go into the encounter here and click Negotiate. I'm beyond the point of fighting. Fighting has become too difficult for me. If you're one of the top fighters, you can try to fight the whole way, but we're going to have to negotiate. And what I want to show you is turns left are 3. This is critical. I'm going to close out. I'm not going to negotiate now. I'm going to go back to the city. Excuse me. I'm going to go into the tavern. And it took me months to discover this. A lot of the things I show you guys are self-evident. They're pretty easy, but I just didn't know about them, you know. I didn't get too much help. Kind of just had to discover things for myself. So you go into the Friends Tavern, you go to the tavern shop, and then on the left hand side you're going to scroll down here to extra turn. It's 1500 in silver, well worth it. Activate the extra turn for 15 minutes should be plenty. I'm going to click activate. Down here we're going to go back into the Guild Expedition. This was critical for me in attaining the volcano. Now we're going to go back to the small encounter, the next encounter. Know it by the golden arrow. It's the only one you can do. Negotiate. Now look here, turns left, 4. You're buying yourself an extra turn. This makes all the difference in the world, especially when you don't want to use diamonds. I try not to use diamonds. So let's go ahead. I've got 15 minutes. I don't want to waste any time. Let's see if we can get a volcano here. And I'll also tell you my strategies with the resources. There are 2 things I do. I produce marble, dye, iron, and jewelry. So I always go with the things that I produce first, because I can make more of them. So I'll just select those 4 items first if they're available. And then on the next one, I choose whatever it is that I have most of, because it just makes sense. You have to use a lot of resources in this. In this case it's ebony, 892. See, they're taking 5 of each every negotiation. So I always use whatever it is I have the most of after I've used something that I can produce in my city. Pay and negotiate. Turns left now are 3. Incorrect is good, because those takes those out. The others are wrong person. So I'm going to just move the ebony to here, dye to here, jewelry. We know those 3 are good. The other 2 are incorrect, so they're off the list. See what's next. Limestone and cloth are both at 814, so we could use either one. Let's do both. So limestone and cloth. As I told you, we stick with what we have the most of. Okay, we've got one right. Narrows things down a little bit more. So let's put dye here. I'll move jewelry here. We know limestone is correct, it's in the wrong place. Let's try it here, and we need a new resource here. So stone is the next highest one. We're going to just use that. Stick with the system. Always use the highest one. And at least you're working out of a system. Now jewelry is wrong here. There's only one place jewelry can work, and it's here. So we know that's jewelry. We have one spot left. It's not iron, it's not dye, and it's not jewelry. So we're going to take those off. It's not dye, it's not jewelry. Iron is already out. So it's either going to be limestone, lumber, or ebony. Remember, stick with the one that you have the most of. So we'll try ebony. You can use your own system. Correct. Excellent. So we're done, and we did it without using any diamonds. We used that extra turn, remember. And we used the resource that we had the most of, so it basically causes us the least amount of damage. And click continue. We open our rewards chest. It's 10 forge points. Fantastic. Now let's see if we can get this done. I don't want to waste too much time. You got the idea there. Excuse me. Okay, same idea. I'm going to use, I know I have marble. I produce iron. I produce jewelry. Ebony I have the next most of, and now this time it's cloth. 2 of them are correct, 2 of them are incorrect. I'm just going to try to go through this quickly. I don't want to take too much of your time. We want to try to show you how to finish this. Okay, so I just swapped those 2 out. Now I'm going to go also with the highest ones. It's limestone, stone, and then lumber. So again, we're sticking with the ones we have the most of, because you got to use a lot of resources in this. Okay, this is great. There are 4 more resources left. We just have to switch them around. Hopefully we can nail this. Now, to be in the guild expedition, you need to be in a guild. I recommend you start your own guild as soon as possible in the game, so you can get all the rewards that come with it. Okay, we haven't solved this yet. We have 1 more turn. We may have to use a diamond. I don't like to use 10 diamonds if I don't have to. The only instance I do that is when you have a flip. In other words, it's only one possible solution left, and this may be that if we get it wrong. So I might have an opportunity to show you that. Oh, we nailed it. Awesome. I don't need to use diamonds. Really hate using diamonds. They actually cost money. You don't have to spend any money in this game, but you can spend a very small amount, and it can be a lot more fun for you. So we're doing well. 2 more to go. Again, same routine. I produce dye, I produce marble, I produce jewelry, I produce iron. These cost me the least, and it's ebony. Again, start your own guild right away. As soon as you get better at the game, join a guild that is established. They will help you. It will bring you further along much faster. So those 3 are correct. I'm sorry. I have to put ebony here. We're talking and doing this. I can't multitask. Okay, let's see if the next 2 are. We've got to go cloth if I'm following my system, and I always stick to the system. And limestone. It's just this way. You're just not randomly choosing things. You're following a method. And we have to pick 1 new item here. Stone is the next highest one. Let's go with that. See what we get. The negotiations are very easy early on. So when you're in level 1, you'll learn how to negotiate. There's no need to go over all of that right now. Ebony is wrong here, here, and here. So we know ebony has to be here. So that solves that. The 2 jewelries are wrong, so we know jewelry must be here. You'll get this down really quickly after you do some negotiations early on. 1 of these 2 is cloth. We can pick either one. Doesn't matter. And then 1 has to be new. It's not dye, jewelry, or ebony. So we go with the next highest one. Let's try lumber. Okay, now I've gotten 4 of the 5. I think there may be 1 or 2 items left here. I don't usually like to spend diamonds, but I think it may just be 1 item. So I'm going to spend 10 diamonds. I get an opportunity to show you. We know it's not dye, jewelry, ebony, or lumber. So we got ebony, dye. Okay, so there's wine. Oh, it's not jewelry. So it's either wine or cloth. I don't like that because there are 2. I usually only like to spend diamonds when I know there's only 1 possible answer. So I might have to spend 20 diamonds. It's a little more than I'd like to do. I only want to do it when there's a flip. But I did want to show you. Anyway, we'll stick with cloth because it's the highest quantity that I have. Hopefully it's correct. It is. Okay, so I got away with only having to spend 10 diamonds once. Again, I tried not to do that unless I know it's just 1. Look, we just won 50 diamonds, so well worth it. Well worth it. Okay, we're on the final encounter. Hopefully we can get our volcano here. I use metals when they show up. I have tons of them, and it's just something easy to put out there. And then again, all of the goods that I produce. They're taking 8 of each. It's quite a lot. The key to getting the volcano in this game is to save up a lot of goods. You know, you have to have a lot of goods. It's the way to go. You can fight as much as possible to save on goods, but then you've got to make sure you've got a bunch in stock. You know, look at the numbers I have here: 700, 400. I know I've got plenty. Again, following the system. using that which I have most of. This might be a tough one. We might have to quit it. Let's just see how it goes, though. We'll go cloth, iron. I'm gonna go limestone. Yeah, we could do wine. Oh, let's do wine, right? Okay, this is perfect. We're gonna get this, no problem, because it's just, this is wrong and this is wrong. They're a flip. Here comes our volcano, and I hope you guys can get one too after doing this. Pay and negotiate. Correct. That is the final encounter of all 4 levels of the guild expedition. We want a terrace farm. Very powerful building. Very powerful. Gives you 5. It's the versatility on it is awesome. Now what I want to show you something else is these are relics, and when you have a temple of relics in your city, you get the blueprints for that in the guild expedition. This is an uncommon relic. This is a rare relic. This is a common one, and that's a common one. I'm going to bring you back to the city just quickly to show you. It's just well worth having. So we achieved the volcano. Very dangerous. Anyway, very fun also. The building just below my cursor is the Temple of Relics. When you join a guild and you get into the guild expedition, you'll win blueprints for that. Assemble it and get it into your city as soon as possible. We're going back into the guild expedition to collect our relics. Once you have a Temple of Relics, you can win relics and you get additional rewards. I have no idea what they're going to be, but let's see what they are. I'm going to click this one, Gate of the Sun God. This is a happiness building. I have a lot of them that you know, you may not think they're wonderful, but a lot of daily challenges ask you to create a certain amount of happiness. You have that building, you can use it. It's a common relic. Here's another common one. 5 ballistas. Excellent. I like to fight. These are important for me. I don't produce them in my city because I'm still Iron Age. I have not unlocked the PvP, so I don't have that. This is something I can only win. 5. For me, that's awesome. I love it. This is a rare relic. These are usually 1-ups or store buildings. We'll see what this one is. Oh, a Sacred Skywatch. That gives you a forge point a day. And coins. Forge points are the lifeblood of the game. That's a rare relic, so the game views those as very valuable. And then we have this uncommon relic in gold. We'll see what we get out of this one. A tribal square. Those are also powerful buildings. They produce goods and people. So those are cool. But note also, sometimes an uncommon relic, a gold relic, will give you 10 rogues. It can give you 100 forge points. The rewards can really be huge. They can really be big. So get that Temple of Relics in your city. Start your own guild. Get into the guild expedition and get all of these extra rewards. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it helped you. Definitely use the extra turn and save up as much goods as you can, or as many goods as you can. And you can use my system if you like. It works well for me. I hope it helps you. If this video had value to you, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with people you think it can help. And if you want to get the latest videos coming out, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much, and enjoy forging your empire.